Hello everybody and welcome to our channel, Movie Vibes.
Let's start at the beginning, shall we? So Moon Knight first appeared in a comic named Werewolf by Night number 32 in the classic 1970s as a villain who is an agent of a secret organization, before his origin was revealed. The organization wanted to capture Jack Russell, the titular werewolf, as well as his sister, in order to turn the Russell sister into werewolf, just like her brother. However, because Russell is a good guy, Moon Knight assisted Russell in escaping, and the character went on to have his own off-kilter crime-fighting adventures. To begin with, Mark Spector is a Jew who was born in the United States and is also the son of a rabbi who escaped Nazi prosecution as a child after Hitler invaded Czechoslovakia. Mark grew up in a poor neighborhood of Chicago, where his father, Elias, was discriminated against. Mark Spector is a mercenary who has served in the military and worked for the CIA. Mark Spector left the military and joined forces with his friend and pilot, Frenchie, to become a mercenary. They accepted a job in Egypt working for a warlord known as Raoul Bushman, excavating a tomb for an archaeologist. Marlene Alron, the archaeologist's daughter, would become Moon Knight's great love interest in future. During the mission, Bushman betrayed Mark Spector. Spector assisted Marlene and her father in escaping, and he attempted to repel Bushman and his men. Mark Spector was left for dead because Bushman planned to rob the archaeological dig's treasures. Instead of dying, the ancient Egyptian moon god Khonsu, who is depicted as the god of vengeance or justice, offers Spector a second chance at life along with superpowers, though he later dismisses the encounter as a hallucination. In exchange, Spector agrees to take on the role of Moon Knight. Now, where is Khonsu from? Khonsu is a being who lives in the otherworld, another plane of existence, and uses people in the real world as his avatars. Mark Spector was chosen to be the Fist of Khonshu to fight for justice. Moon Knight had dissociative identity disorder when he returned from the operation, and some of his alters included mercenary Mark Spector, millionaire Stephen Grant, and cab driver Jake Lockley. Moon Knight's multiple identities eventually catch up with him, revealing the first cracks in Mark Spector's personality and his first brushes with mental illness, even though he operates this way for years, moving across the country from New York to his hometown of Chicago to Los Angeles. Mark started his career on the streets, fighting crime with the help of a network of informants that included his best friend, Frenchie Duchan, the homeless Bertrand Crawley, and diner owner Gina Landers. Later, he joins the West Coast Avengers, a Los Angeles-based expansion of the New York City-based Avengers from the 1980s. He also joins Secret Avengers and Heroes for Hire teams. Moon Knight loses his connection with Khonshu, as well as his powers, during his time with the Avengers, when Khonshu abandoned Spector during a fight with his rival, the ancient Egyptian serpent god Seth, or Set. Spector dies, setting in motion a cycle of his own deaths and resurrections at Khonshu's hands, with different alters often taking the lead in Moon Knight's various lives. During this time, Spector is suffering from an identity disorder, which causes him to have multiple alters, or identities, each with their own memories, knowledge, skills, and personalities. He assumed the roles of Stephen Grant, a financier, and Jake Lockley, a cab driver whose job was to gather information on the street. As a result, his various personas of Mark Spector, Jake Lockley, Stephen Grant, and possibly even Moon Knight are more than just aliases, they are actual aspects of Spector's personality and mind. He's also been able to perform other supernatural feats, such as hypnotizing people with the voice of Khonshu, and communing with the spirit world, even guiding Black Panther through the Wakandan realm of the dead once. Spector has also shown periodic demonstrations of supernatural powers as Moon Knight, including increased strength on full moon nights, prophetic visions and dreams, and the ability to drain another person's life energies through physical contact. The villains in Moon Knight range from horror-themed characters such as Werewolf by Night to very human characters such as Arthur Harrow. Some of them are dark versions of himself, including those from other worlds, which could open up a lot of story possibilities for Moon Knight in the MCU as the franchise expands into the multiverse. In a broader sense, Marvel's horror wing, a creepy, ghastly place where characters like the aforementioned Werewolf by Night, Blade, and even timeless villains like Dracula cross paths with superheroes like Moon Knight and the Avengers, exist somewhere in the shadows, past Doctor Strange's magical world. Mark has a brother, Randall Spector, who used to work for the CIA alongside him. During their time at the CIA, a feud arose between the brothers, culminating in Randall murdering Mark's then-girlfriend with a hatchet because she was attempting to expose a gun-running scheme. Spector retaliated with a grenade and assumed Randall was dead. Moon Knight is well known among the New York City superheroes of the Marvel Comic Universe, MCU, and is on their contact list. Stephen Grant, one of his alters, is the person we see in the Moon Knight trailer. His unpredictable nature, which stems from his disorder, causes him to clash with other Marvel characters, but he maintains friendships with Jean-Paul Frenchie Duchan, Spider-Man, and his girlfriend Marlene Alron. Raoul Bushman, Black Spectre, and Seath are among Moon Knight's other foes, and he has aided Spider-Man, The Thing, and the Defenders on missions in Marvel Comics. Moon Knight's debut on March 30th could open a door to a different, more supernatural side of the Marvel Universe. There's Moon Knight's own connection to Khonshu and the ancient Egyptian gods, but there's also the possibility that Arthur Harrow, the show's villain, is based on another villain with ties to the Egyptian pantheon. There's also Kit Harington's Dane Whitman, the future Black Knight who made his debut in Eternals and appeared in the film Stinger scene alongside the voice of none other than Mahershala Ali's Blade, implying that the Black Knight could be linked to the MCU's larger supernatural wing that's being built in Moon Knight. If you look closely, the potential MCU connections between the MCU's two knights go deeper. Dane Whitman is seen teaching at the Natural History Museum in London in Eternals. Moon Knight is set in London in the first trailer, and he appears to have a reason for being in a museum gift shop. Is it possible that this is the same Natural History Museum? Normally, Marvel isn't one for blatant coincidences. Also, Marvel's Moon Knight is a close clone of DC's Dark Knight, in which Batman works as a wealthy businessman during the day and then becomes an urban vigilante at night. So, we'll have to wait until the series premieres on Disney Plus Hotstar. For more information on Moon Knights, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon, so that you don't miss out on our upcoming video about Moon Knight's hidden details. Finally, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and good luck.